Hey all, today I am going to be changing the oil on my 1972 Beetle. It doesn't need doing, but I like to keep on top of it, and it has oil costs around £25 5 litres, that's 2 oil changes. It's silly not to. I'm going to be cleaning up the oil strainer as well, putting new gaskets on. First of all, we're going to start with warming the car up for a good 10 minutes. This kit was bought from Machine 7, it's their basic kit. It comes with 2 washers for the oil sump and 6 for the gaskets around. These are just paper ones. You can get rubber ones which are a bit more expensive, but I've had no leaks from these before, and I regularly do oil changes, so I didn't see the point of buying the more expensive ones. So you have 2 gaskets. I'm going to use this picture to demonstrate. So with nothing there, you put the first gasket on, your oil strainer goes on, the second gasket goes on, and then the sump plug. I can't remember what you call this now. Oh god, what does it say here? Oil strainer cover. There we go. Oil strainer cover goes on, and then finally, once you're ready to put the oil back on, you put your main oil bolt back in. Right, so the car's been running for a good 10 minutes, got nice and warmed up. Seems we have a small oil leak coming from somewhere. I think it's just there. See, dripping on the mains nut there. So even though it doesn't need an oil change, I think it's good that we're inspecting that we have an oil leak here and going from there. I've jacked it up on the gearbox. I haven't taken the full weight of the car up yet. It's just enough for me to get a bucket underneath and start catching oil. So we're going to undo the main nut there. I'll put the sizes up in a little box on the left or right on this video. I believe the smaller ones, I think there's 6 of them or 5 of them are 10mm. So to undo the main nut, it is a 21mm, hopefully it focused, socket. I've got this on a 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to do that now. Okay, that's already fairly loose. It's going to be hot, so I'm just going to undo this by hand. You want to push in gently push in as you unscrew. Please wear gloves. So I'm pushing it back in. I can feel it's undone now. So I'm going to let it go. There we go. So let that drain for a bit. And then we'll start taking these bolts off and get into the seals. Okay guys, finally got you kind of propped up here. Hopefully you can see. I am now just taking off my 6 bolts and do them all nice and loose. I don't want too much oil on my garage floor. Just cracking them all off. Looks like I don't need my extension. Mind the oil draining. Probably finding you're going to get lots more coming out in a minute. The couple gaskets or washers will come off once we start pulling off the oil strainer cover. I got it right that time. I don't want to come off too Okay. We're just going to pop a rag underneath this now, because what we don't want to do is our oil strainer go in here. Way. Whoopsie. Apologies about the angle again, guys. So we've got the oil strainer off. Hopefully you can see. There you go. So guys, we've got the oil strainer off. It's still dripping a bit. If it focuses. I've cleaned the outside of where the seal's going to sit for the oil strainer now. So I'm going to pop that on now. So this just pops straight in. Make sure the gasket lines up. Like it. So all I've done with this oil strainer is cleaned it with brake cleaner and make sure there's no big chunks or anything. So it's lovely clean. Sorry I didn't record it, but it's just a case of just washing it with some brake cleaner. Make sure it's all dried off. Put the seal on top like I showed earlier in diet book on diagram. So that's in now. Make sure it's up nice and tight. I've put that screw back in, what came out earlier, and don't worry if they do come out. What I've done is clean the threads, make them nice and dry, clean the threads inside the case, put a little bit of gasket sealer, hopefully it'll work, and screw it back in, and put a rag round it and tightened it with a pair of pliers. That seems to have got it in place. I'll remember not to tighten that one too much, but enough that I'm happy that it won't leak. There we go. So on for the next bit. Right, so I've put a bit of grease around the seal, around the gasket, sorry. Oh, I've just moved it. Ideal. Let's put the gasket on first. So it's just a bit of grease I've got on there to help stick a bit. There we go. Should do it, and then that goes on. There we go. What I'm going to try and do is put you guys down, get a nut on. With the new gaskets fitted and the oil sump plug back in, we can now top the oil back up. I'm going to grab a funnel and it's quite simple. I'm not going to record it for you guys, but put the funnel in there. I tend to put about 2 litres in first, chuck dipstick, and slowly add oil. When it starts reading on the dipstick, I then start the engine for a brief couple of seconds, let the oil circulate for a bit, then after a few seconds fill it up until it reaches the middle of the 2 bars on the dipstick. Anyway, thanks for watching. Any tips from myself or me would be great. So this is what I do for an oil change. I don't recommend it, it's probably not right. It'd be easy on jack stands, but it only takes me about 40 minutes, so I'm happy. Anyway, cheers for watching, take care, bye.